About 15 minutes later, after watching 2 more performers, one did a Barbra Streisand number and the other did a Cyndi Lauper song. Both Meek and Mama Destiny came out, with Meek no longer in drag but Mama Destiny back in her street clothes. I assumed this was to make a clean getaway, but that didn't happen. I guess the clubgoers were not fooled, and stopped them to ask for autographs, give them flowers, and beg for kisses. They all only received kisses on the cheeks from Destiny. What was cool was they were all perfect gentlemen to Meek, who they knew was underage. Mama Destiny waved for me from up near the bar to come with them, and once I made my way to them, the 3 of us made our getaway out the side door with the help of 2 very big guys in black t-shirts with security in big white letters across their chests. Just as we were going out the door, an older drag queen who looked somewhat Asian stopped us and said to Meek, "Don't you ever be ashamed to be who you are, sweetie." She then leaned down and kissed Meek on the cheek, leaving bright red lipstick on him. I thought it was sweet that Meek refused to wipe it off until we were back to the truck. Meek smiled back and said, "Thank you, Lady Love. I'll never forget you." I later learned from Meek that Lady Love had helped them with their quick change for the performance and their quick change back into street clothes. She'd also helped to arrange the performance. I honestly wish I had known that while still at the club, so I could have thanked her too. I tell you, after that, Meek seemed like a completely different person, and I mean that in the best ways possible. You know something I just now realized? Where the heck did Meek get a change of clothes? When we went to the club he was in drag, when we left he was dressed in normal boys' clothes. Moreover, what happened to his pretty dress? Oh well, I guess that's one I may never know the answer to. I kept gushing over the 2 of them all evening. I just couldn't stop. It was like I was in the presence of double royalty. I wish we could have recorded it. I exclaimed. Oh, it was. He'll be sending a DVD copy of it in a few days, I was told. Really? I exclaimed. Yeah, he's mailing it to my house. I'm hoping when Pepper sees it, he'll forgive me for leaving him behind. Meek said. Oh my god, it was just so cool. I shouted while pulling at my bleach blonde hair. How'd you guys come up with that? Did you even practice? Nope, no practice at all. Meek confessed with an air of pride in himself. Seriously? I asked. We both picked songs we knew, Meek started to say and Destiny finished, and then I had my friend put together a track, email it to my friend at the wall, and well, Destiny pointed to Meek to finish the story. We arrived, got made up, and out we went without any practice or preparation. Are you kidding me? You guys winged it. I continued to shout, causing other people walking by to take notice of the 3 of us. We walked to the truck. Destiny asked if we should go back to the room, and both Meek and I agreed we should. However, before we checked in, Destiny did something utterly remarkable while sitting behind the wheel of the truck. She pulled off her wig, pulled off her lashes, her long nails, and after retrieving a few items from her purse, she removed her markup. In the space of about 5 minutes, Destiny had transformed herself into Jerome Roberts. She even managed to shimmy out of her dress and into a pair of cut-off shorts. You've done this before, Meek said with a grin. More times than you know. Destiny. I mean, Jerome said. Now I have seen my share of drag queens, enough that they don't shock me when I see them now, but until today, I had never seen one metamorphosis right before my very eyes. Why, Alvin, you look like you've seen a ghost, Jerome said. I shook my head and spoke in a pleading and desperate tone. Please don't ever do that in front of me again. Oh, baby child. I'm sorry, I didn't even consider how young you are, Jerome said, and even though it sounded like Destiny, it wasn't her. I like to think of myself as enlightened when it comes to transvestites and female impersonators, as I have had some interactions with them. But until right then, I had never in my life seen someone whom I had actually begun to form an attachment vanish and transform before my very eyes. I'm sorry to say, but it completely freaked me out for a few minutes. Meek seemed to miss the fact that I was freaking out as he jokingly said, "Oh goody. Now Jimmy and Mindy Lynn Roberts have a daddy."